students, in this video, we are solving JEE Main's 2026 problems of second April shift 1. We are discussing maths questions from 21 to 25 today. So let us look at the first question here. If the domain of function is given in terms of a, b, c, d and e, then the value of a plus b plus c plus d plus e. Okay. Since the function is since the logarithm function is inside root, it should be greater than 0. So uh, and there is a function inside the log which should be less than 1, because if it is more than 1 we'll get a negative value here. So 2x minus 5 by x square minus 4 should be less than 1. Since it is modulus, it should be greater than 0. It can be 1 and it can be 0. Now the numerator represents a line and the denominator represents a parabola. So let me quickly draw the graph of this. So now let us look at this graph here. I drew the orange line which represents uh, negative of 2x minus 5, and this line represents 2x minus 5, and this parabola represented by x square minus 4. The parabola is touching x-axis at minus 2 and plus 2. The line is touching x-axis at 5 by 2. And then there are three more points here. The first point, it is we'll get this point by solving negative of the line and parabola. So let us do that. Minus of 2x minus 5 is equals to x square minus 4. So x square plus 2x x square plus 2x minus 9 equal to 0. So x equal to minus 2 plus r minus root b square minus 4 is equal by 2a, that is equal to minus 2 plus r minus root 40 is 2 root 10 upon 2. So you'll get minus 1 plus r minus root 10. So this line is touching the parabola at two different places. On the LHS it is touching at minus 1 minus root 10, minus 1 minus root 10, and on RHS it is touching at minus 1 plus root 10. Okay, and this point P, will get the P by solving positive line and positive parabola. So x square minus 4 equal to 2x minus 5, x square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0, x minus 1 whole square equal to 0, so x equal to 1. So P's abscissa size 1. So these are the few important points here. Now let us take domains. The first one is, so we'll divide this into 4 categories: line and parabola. If line is positive and parabola is also positive, then there is no need to worry. We just have to look if line is above, sorry, not above, line should be below parabola. And if both are negative, then parabola should be below line, or line above parabola. If line is positive and parabola is negative, then what we'll do is we'll flip the parabola. But in this case, there is no situation here, no domain where line is positive and parabola is negative. So because line is positive from positive 5 by 2, but there is no domain here where parabola is negative. So we'll simply not take this situation. And if line is negative and parabola is positive, there is a situation here on the LHS of left hand side of minus 5 by 2 here. So what we'll do is we'll flip the line and we'll get orange line. Here the parabola should be above the orange line. Parabola above orange line. Okay, now let us write the domains here. In first case, where both are positive. If both are positive, that means it is from 5 by 2 to positive infinity. And line below parabola. Everywhere the line is below parabola. So we'll take all the possible values here. 5 by 2 to 5 by 2 is also included to infinity. Then if both are negative from minus 2 to 2. And in that line should be above parabola. There is no case where line is above parabola, but there is a point P where both values are equal. If both values are equal, then it will be equal to 1, which is a favorable condition. So we'll take the value 1. And if line is negative and parabola is positive, uh, then we'll take parabola above orange line. So first, from negative minus infinity to minus 2, parabola is positive but line is negative. So what we did is we flipped the line, we got the orange line, and here from minus 2 to minus 1 minus root 10, parabola is below the orange line. So we will not consider that domain. So we'll take from minus infinity to minus 1 minus root 10 here, in which minus 1 minus root 10 is possible here, union. And there is one more region where parabola is positive and line is negative. 2 to 5 by 2. 2 to 5 by 2. Look closely. The parabola is positive, but the line is negative. So we flipped it. In this region, parabola should be above the line. So that is possible from minus 1 plus root 10 to 5 by 2. So we'll write it here. Union minus 1 plus root 10 to 5 by 2. Can we take 5 by 2? Yes, we can take 5 by 2. What about minus 1 root 10? Yes, we can also take that. So if we write this properly, we'll get so minus infinity to minus 1 minus root 10, and then union, what is the next best value? It is 1. So singleton 1. Then we'll take, wait, if line is negative and parabola is positive, parabola above orange line, right? Parabola above orange line is minus 1 minus root 10 to 5 by 2. So we can take every value. Can we take 5 by 2? If we take 5 by 2, then becomes 0. Oh, log should not be equal to 0, right? So we cannot take 5 by 2 here. Okay. So this becomes open bracket 5 by 2. Here too it becomes open bracket 5 by 2. Okay. So now we can take, we'll take here minus 1 plus root 10 to 5 by 2 union 5 by 2 to infinity. So what are the values of A, B, C, D, E here? So this is A, B, C, D, and E. So A plus B plus C plus D plus E is equals to my A plus C will give you minus 2, D is 1, D is 5 by 2, and E is 5 by 2. 5 by 2 plus 5 by 2 is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. So the answer is 4. Now let us look at question number 22. If summation AK is equals to 6m cube, then find summation AK plus 1 minus AK by 36 full square. So this summation AK summation A k can be written as Sn, where k starts from 1 to n, which is also equal to 6n cube. So in the question he said summation ak plus 1 minus ak by 36 whole square. To get nth term, what we'll do is we'll subtract Sn minus 1 from Sn. So this can be written as summation Sk plus 1 minus Sk whole minus Sk minus Sk minus 1 by 36 whole square. So that is equal to summation Sk plus 1 minus 2Sk plus Sk minus 1 by 36 whole square. What is Sk plus 1? That is k plus 1 whole cube. 6 into k plus 1 whole cube minus 2 into 6 into k cube plus 6 into k minus 1 whole cube by 36. If you cancel, if you take 6 common in the numerator and cancel the denominator, you will get summation. You will get summation k plus 1 whole cube plus k minus 1 whole cube. That is equal to 2k cube, 2k cube, and then 3 becomes 6. 6k minus 2k cube, because we are with minus 2k cube here, upon 6 whole square. 2k cube and 2k cube gets cancelled here, and 6 and 6 gets cancelled here. We are left with summation k equal to 1 to 6 k square, which is equal to n of n plus 1 by 2. So 6 of 6 plus 1 into 2 into 6 plus 1 by 6. Now here 6 and 6 gets cancelled. 6 plus 1 is 7. So 7 into 30. 7 13s 19. So the answer is 91. Now let us look at question number 23. Let ABC belongs to set 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can take values 1, 2, 3, 4. If the probability that this quadratic expression is greater than 0 for all x belongs to real numbers is m by n. So m by n is the probability. The GCD of m should be 1. Then m plus n is equal to. Now, this expression represents a parabola. If parabola is always greater than 0, that means delta less than 0 and a should be greater than 0. Since a is already greater than 0, let us look at delta less than 0. B square minus 4ac, that means 8b square minus 4ac is less than 0. That means b square is less than ac by 2. Now, b square can take values of 1, 4, 9, and 16. Then AC by 2. AC can get what values? You can get 1 1's 1, 1 2's 2, 1 3's 3, 1 4's 4, then 2 2's 4, 2 3's 6, 2 4's 8, then 3 3's 9, 3 4's 12, and 4 4's 16. So AC by 2 can be equal to 1 by 2, 1, then 3 by 2, 2, 3, 4, 9 by 2, 6, and 8. These are the possible values of AC by 2. Since b square is less than AC by 2, if we take b square as 16, then what will happen? 16 can not be less than any of these values, so it is not possible. If we take b square as 9, it is also not less than any of these values, so it is also not possible. If we take 4, then 4 can be less than 9 by 2, 6, and 8. If we take 1, we can get values of AC which are greater than b square. So let us look at 4 first. If you take b as 2, then you'll get b square as 4, and possible values of AC will be 9 by 2. How to get 9 by 2? 3 and 3. And what about 6? 2 3's and 3 2's. And then 8. You can get 8 by multiplying 2 into 4 and 4 into 2. So we will get in total 5 possibilities. If b is equals to 1, then b square is also equal to 1. Then possible values of AC are, you can get 3, so 1, 3 and 3, 1. You can get 4, 1, 4, 4, 1 and 2, 2. And what else? You can get 6, 2 threes, 3 twos. You can get 8. How will you get 8? 2 fours and 4 twos. And 9, we already know 9 comes from 3, 3. And 6, 2, 3, 3, 2. Then 8, 2, 4, 4, 2. So in total there are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Here you are having 14 possibilities, and here you have 5 possibilities. In total, you will get how many favorable, our number of favorable outcomes equal to 17, and total number of outcomes equal to, there are 3 variables. Each variable can take 4 different values, so you will get 64 in total. Then our probability of event is equals to 17 upon 64, where 17 is n and 64 is n, because HCF of these two is 1. N plus n is equals to 17 plus 64, which is equal to 60, 70, 81. So n plus n is equal to 81. Now let us look at question number 24. Let a circle C have its center in first quadrant, intersect the coordinate axis at 3 points, and cut off equal intercepts from the coordinate axis. If the length of the chord of C on the line is root 14, then the square of radius. Okay, we have to find r square here. Let us draw um, let us draw the graph for this circle and line. This is the front axis, and then let us draw the circle. Since the circle is touching at 3 places and center is in first quadrant, this is the situation that you will be having. And then let us draw a chord here. So let us assume this is the chord. In this diagram, they told us that the length of the chord is root 14, and let us find the radius. So since this is having equal intercepts, let us assume this as 0, a comma 0, and this becomes 0 comma a. So the distance of the center from y-axis is half of this intercept, which is a by 2. And the same thing here, a by 2. So the radius is equal to root 2 into a by 2, which is equal to a by root 2. There is a relation between this length of chord, distance of the chord from center, and radius, which is b square plus L by 2 whole square is equals to r square. So d square is equals to radius, which is a by 2, a square by 2 minus L by 2 whole square. L is root 14, so root 14 by 2 whole square is 14 by 4, which is 7 by 2. So d square is equals to a square minus 7 by 2. Now, now we can find the distance by using the formula of length of distance of a point from a point and line, which is ax1 plus by1 plus c1 by root a square plus b square. This is the distance of a point from a line. So which is equal to x. X coordinate is a by 2 plus y coordinate is a by 2 minus 1 by root. which is equal to a minus 1 by root 2. So this is d. So from if we substitute this in equation 1, we'll get a minus 1 whole square by 2 is equals to a square minus 7 by 2 and 2 gets cancelled here. And on the LHS a square plus 1 minus 2a, RHS a square minus 7, a square gets cancelled. 2a is equals to 8. So a is equals to 4. If a is equals to 4, then radius is equals to 4 by root 2, which is equal to 2 root 2. Then r square is equals to 2 root 2 whole square, which is equal to 8. So the answer is 8. Now let us look at the last question. If alpha equal to integral two different values, then alpha square is equal. If you look closely, the first function, if you assume it as f, then this is nothing but f inverse of the function. So there is a formula for this type of questions. Integral a to b f plus integral f of a to f of b f inverse is equal to b into f of b minus a into f of a. So we'll simply substitute the values. So we'll get alpha equal to 2 root 3 into 4 minus 0 into, which is equal to 8 root 3. So he's asking for alpha square. Alpha square is equal to 64 into 3, which is equal to 3 4 12, which is 190. So the answer is 190. That is for this videos. That's it for questions 21 to 25. This is the end of this playlist. Next, we'll solve questions from JEE Advance 2025, paper 1, and then we'll discuss paper 2. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned.